morning, everyone.
Good morning, Dan.
I'm New York City Council Member Danny Dromm, and I'm very proud to represent this district in the New York City Council.
All right. Yay, yay.
Actually, today has been a long time in the making. I've been a Maya supporter from day one, but I feel privileged today to be able to stand here and to publicly endorse Maya Wiley for the next mayor of the city of New York.
Great choice, Danny. Great choice. Maya.
I'm supporting Maya because I was a New York City public school teacher for 25 years before I got elected to the New York City Council. I worked at PS 199Q, which was one of the most overcrowded schools in one of the most overcrowded districts in the city of New York. It was so overcrowded that one day the custodian came, opened up the custodian's closet, took out the pitchfork, took out the shovel, took out the rake, threw up a coat of paint, and said, "We're going to make this the speech room." Is that right?
No.
There were no windows, no tables, no room except for one child and one teacher. That is not how our children in New York City should be treated. That is a disgrace. I'm supporting Maya because she and I are both advocates for universal pre-K for 3-year-olds and for 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
And there is no stronger advocate for special education. And I know, Michael, that's a big one for you.
And you know it, Danny, and Daya knows it. Special ed, protect the students.
We need to reform special education in the city of New York.
Maya will bring reform.
It is unbelievable that we let children go without the special education services that they need and that they deserve and that they have a right to.
That's right.
Now, Maya has worked inside and out of the Department of Education just like me. I have now, as the council member, last term was the chair of the Education Committee in the City Council. And so I pushed for reforms and for changes in the Department of Ed. I'm very proud of the progress we made, but there's still a lot more work to do. I cannot believe that Maya's opponent, Mr. Eric Adams, actually thinks that you can teach 300 or 400 students in a class virtually?
It's a disgrace.
Has he ever been in a New York City public school classroom?
No.
That is impossible. And I don't believe in 100% virtual teaching anyway. It's really important for teachers to get to know their students and to get to know them on an individual level so that we can give them the help that they need. Maya has a plan.
You're right.
An incredible plan to make sure that this does not happen, that Eric Adams' plans do not happen. And we need to make sure that her plans come to fruition. You know, we have had a year and a half or even a little bit more of remote learning. And we know that our students are going to go back to school in September. And their needs, their social and emotional needs, need to be addressed. Maya's plan addresses those social and emotional needs. And Shino and Amanda, I think, mentioned the idea of restorative programs in our schools. We do not need more police in our schools.
That's right.
There are 5,000 school safety officers, part of the NYPD, and yet there are only 3,000 social workers and guidance counselors.
Unconscionable.
Does that speak
disgrace
to the priorities of the New York City Department of Education? That's why we need transformative change, not just cover-up.
We need Maya.
Maya supports a plan that I'm working on right now in the New York City Council, which is to put forward $250 million to reduce class size so that we can hire an additional 2,500 public school teachers.
That's right. Yeah. More teachers.
She supports removing the $450 million from the NYPD